This is the Giants Postcast, your instant game reaction for the San Francisco Giants, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Yo, what's up, everyone, and welcome back to the Locked On Giants Postcast. I'm your host, Eric Triple E Engel. You may know me as the former producer for the Murph and Mac Morning Show on KMBR, or maybe from some of these other Locked On Sports postcasts we do. We also do the Locked On Warriors and Locked On 49ers postcasts. But today, the Giants finally woke up their offense as they smashed 3 home runs on the way to crushing the Diamondbacks 10-6 at Oracle Park. Jung Hoo Lee, Willy Adames, and Christian Koss all went deep tonight to support Robbie Ray's stellar effort on the mound, which earned him his 6th win of the season. Still doesn't have a loss. And Christian Koss, that home run, not just a regular home run, a grand slam, and his first career home run, just the 17th Giant in the storied franchise's history to accomplish such a feat. We'll break it all down, but first, I want to thank all of you for watching us on the Locked On Giants YouTube channel. If you aren't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button right now. Thanks also for listening on the Locked On Giants podcast feed, and however you're tuning in, we appreciate you checking the show out. And make sure to check out the Locked On Giants Daily Show for more in-depth coverage. My guy, Ben Kaspick, always does a great job. And this one got away from the Giants a little bit early on in the beginning. It was a team that's lost 4 in a row. You give up 3 runs in the first inning, and you start getting that sinking feeling in the pit of your stomach again, just like, oh no, not this all over again. We're just going to keep free falling. This is just going to be a skid. Are the Giants going to get swept in back-to-back series? And then they buttoned it up. After that first inning, where Robbie Ray got touched up for those 3 runs, he really settled in. He only gave up 2 hits the rest of the way, so those 5 hits translate to 3 runs in that first inning, and only gave up 2 hits, struck out 9 the rest of the game. So he was very, very, very good overall tonight. And Robbie Ray has not lost a game yet this season, 6-0 on the year for Robbie Ray so far, but he would not have been in position to win this game until our turning point of tonight's game.
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
And the turning point came in the bottom of the second inning with Christian Koss at the dish and the bases juiced, and he smashed a grand slam for his first career home run, gives the Giants a 4-3 lead. And this guy, this is for a guy who wasn't supposed to be able to hit very well. At least that's what we were told coming into this season. He was kind of going to be that defensive specialist who could play a lot of different positions and be a guy to spell some other guys and give them some rest days. Christian Koss has been playing a lot since Tyler Fitzgerald has gotten hurt, obviously manning that second base position. And he's been pretty good, man. He's batting .241, the on-base percentage up near 300. A lot better than advertised at the dish, I think. And tonight showed you he's got some pop, man. He's had some balls fly out to the warning track, but just didn't have quite enough juice to get over the fence. And tonight, man, Christian Koss delivers. And he's been really delivering in these runners in scoring position situations. He's now 6 for 12 with runners in scoring position on the season. And even better, when the chips are really down with runners in scoring position and 2 outs, he's 5 for 6 this season. That's very, very, very good for Christian Koss. That's good for anybody, not just for Christian Koss, but man, he has been so dang good this season so far. I've been very excited from what I've seen from him in these last couple of days. He adds a lot of speed to this Giants offense, and he's been very solid with the glove as well. So Christian Koss doing a great job in these situations and really paid dividends for the Giants tonight. But they weren't done, because in the 5th inning, Willy Adames smacks a 2-run bomb to left field of his own. And this was pretty impressive to me, because he pulled a ball off the end of the bat that was low and away, and he went down and got it and yanked that one over the left field wall. It wasn't, a towering shot by any means, a little bit of a wall scraper. But the main thing with Willy Adames is that he made a key adjustment before last night's game. He shortened up that step from a big monster, step forward with that front foot with his left foot to just like a shorter little tiny timing step that isn't, he isn't like torquing a bunch with it. He's just picking it up and putting it down. He's seeing the ball a lot better. Last night he had some decent at bats, and today even better. Willy Adames was really, really, really good today, man. He had that double in the ninth. He also obviously had that home run in the fifth that we're talking about. And that one was a 2-run bomb. Giants added another run in that fifth inning to give them a 7-3 lead. And that felt big for the Giants because it felt like with the way Robbie Ray was pitching, with the way this bullpen's been pitching, it felt like that lead was pretty locked up, even though today the bullpen did give up 2 home runs. Kyle Harrison was back to his home run Harry ways, gave up a home run to Corbin Carroll, and Spencer Bivens in the ninth gave up a 2-run jack to Naylor. But it was all right because the Giants even added on to their 7-3 lead after the fifth inning. In the eighth, Mike Yastrzemski doubled, and then they intentionally walked Ramos to get to Jung Hoo Lee, which he immediately showed them why that was a bad idea to do on Korean Heritage Night, a night when they're giving out Jung Hoo Lee gamers at the front gate of Oracle Park. That's not the guy that I think that you'd want to send up to the plate with runners in scoring position. Jung Hoo Lee laser beam over the right field wall. His first home run at Oracle Park this year gives the Giants a 10-4 lead, and that was nice to have because then you had Spencer Bivens come in the ninth and plunk a guy and then give up a home run to Josh Naylor. Made this one a little bit closer than it really felt. 6-10, Diamondbacks fall to the Giants, and it was a bigger margin before going into that ninth inning. Obviously 10-4 feels a lot safer than 10-6 for the Giants, but either way, a win's a win. Giants snap the skid and they improved to 25-18 on the season. I mean, last night was a little weird because the Giants picked up 8 hits and only scored the 1 run. Tonight you have 13 hits and you score 10. But a lot of those hits were extra base hits off the bats of the Giants tonight. You had 6 extra base hits. Mike Yastrzemski, 2 doubles. Willy Adames, a double and a home run. Christian Koss, a home run. Jung Hoo Lee, a home run. So you had a lot of good at bats for the Giants today. You also didn't have that many strikeouts. Only 6 Ks for this Giants team tonight, and they walked 6 times as well. So 13 hits, 6 walks. That is 19 runners on base. That's a lot of guys out there, a lot of traffic on the bases for the Diamondbacks to deal with. Weirdly enough, even though they scored 10 runs today, only 2 for 11 with runners in scoring position. So still, that issue is still kind of rearing its head as it has in recent days for the Giants. But they looked a lot better today at the Dish. They looked a lot more confident. They looked a lot more just in a rhythm tonight. And some guys, still slumping. Matt Chapman, 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. He did draw a walk to get on base today. But a lot of other guys today that have been slumping starting to come through. I mean, the Willy Adames developments, I think, are huge. I mean, he was on base 3 times tonight. He got those 2 extra base hits and drew a walk, had a couple RBIs, obviously, on that home run. And Pat Bailey also picked up a hit and a walk, so he was on base twice tonight. And Lamont Wade Jr. also on base twice tonight, picked up a couple hits. It looked like he really was squaring the ball up pretty well today. Hit one deep out into Triple's alley that was caught early on in this one. That didn't result in a hit, but good solid contact from Lamont Wade Jr. He was working with Barry Bonds pregame in the cage, trying to get right, and it looks like it's translating. I mean, we saw Tyler Fitzgerald do the same thing with Barry earlier this season. So the more Barry Bonds is around this team, and the more hitters on this Giants team want to glean some knowledge from the greatest hitter of all time, I think the better. And that's kind of a no-brainer, obviously. Like, anytime you have the chance to pick a guy's brain like Barry Bonds, you should do it. I mean, how many guys actually get that opportunity? So take advantage of Barry being around the yard and apply whatever wisdom he's imparting on you if you're a Giants player to your at-bats. It's obviously going to be beneficial. So the Giants doing a great job today of see ball, hit ball, really simplifying things and just going out there and having some at-bats. And very, very, very solid win for the Giants tonight. You get a win over a division opponent. And again, it sets the Giants up for another potential series win. You go into the rubber match tomorrow with a chance to win. And the Giants have been putting themselves in this position a lot this season so far. I mean, you've been very successful at winning these series And so far, they have a winning record series-wise, both at home and on the road. So hopefully they can see this one all the way through and pick up a win against a division opponent, a series win against a division opponent. And all these wins really matter a lot more when you're playing against a division foe that you could be facing in September for you could be racing in September for a wild card spot. The Diamondbacks floating around 500 right now, but I do expect this team to be very, very good this season, to continue to be good. They've been pretty good the last few years, and this roster is pretty solid. So I do expect the Diamondbacks to be right there with the Giants and the Padres at the end of this season. All these games matter. All these games matter. Even though it's May and your whole season isn't going to be determined by a win or a loss in the month of May, it's still important to win these series against division opponents. And the Giants obviously started off not very good, dropping their first 3 games that they had against division opponents. They're sitting at 500 right now in such games. So they've rebounded a little bit. But you gotta, I think you really need to win this final game of this series to set you off on a nice little winning note before you face the Oakland Athletics. Oh, excuse me, not the Oakland Athletics. The just the Athletics now. Man, I hate that. Absolutely hate that the A's are no longer a part of the lexicon of Bay Area baseball. I think that baseball is a lot worse with the A's out there in Sacramento and not in Oakland playing in a AAA ballpark. It's not good for anybody. So bummer that we don't get to call it the Bay Bridge series anymore, but we'll be talking about that a lot more when the Giants do take on the A's later this week. That's after they get an off day on Thursday, but they got to wrap up this series against the Diamondbacks first. And hopefully they're able to do that with a win tomorrow. We got to talk about more of this Giants game on the other side. We'll get to your player of the game and what you'll be talking about. That's what's coming up next on the Locked On Giants postcast. Today's show is sponsored by FanDuel. The NBA playoffs are in full swing, and every night delivers highlight-worthy performances, major momentum shifts, and can't-miss moments. Whether it's a game-winning shot or a breakout player, there's never been a better time to get in on the action. FanDuel makes it easy to stay in the game before tip-off and live. With player props, performance trends, and same-game parlays, fans have more ways than ever to play smart and win big. I'm looking at this Warriors Wolves game tomorrow, and man, I wish I could give you guys some more hope than I feel for the Warriors right now. I think it's going to be Wolves. I know that they're favorites in this game. Maybe the Warriors are able to cover that spread, but I don't see the Warriors pulling this one out tomorrow without Steph Curry in the lineup. It's going to be a tall task the way that the Wolves have been playing. So I'm anticipating the Warriors season ends tomorrow night. But maybe you can make some money on it through FanDuel. And if you're new to FanDuel, it's the perfect time to sign up. Head to FanDuel.com and place your first $5 bet. If it wins, you get $200 in bonus bets. Make every moment more with FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of the NBA. Welcome back to the Locked On Giants postcast. I'm your host, Eric Triple E Engel, and tonight the Giants offense finally wakes back up, win this one 10-6. Really felt like the Giants had everything going for them at the dish. They had 3 innings with crooked numbers up there on the scoreboard. They put up 4 in the second, 3 in the fifth, and 3 in the 8th inning. And we've talked about the importance of the Giants kind of getting going early on in prior shows. And again, the Giants put up a crooked number early in the early innings of this game. Pays dividends. They end up building on that momentum and scoring a bunch of runs in this one. They get into double figures. And I think that's really solid for this team. A team that, the offense isn't going to be the thing that carries this team. We all knew that going into this season. They're built around pitching and defense. But timely hitting and just enough hitting, or in this situation, 3 different home runs in one night is going to be enough to get the Giants a lot of wins most of the time. I mean, the bullpen today this might be the most runs the bullpen has given up in a single game. I don't have that stat in front of me, but I would be willing to bet that the bullpen hasn't given up more than 3 runs in a game yet this season. I mean, I can think of maybe the Ryan Walker implosion in Anaheim. Maybe they did then, but the Giants ultimately had more than enough in the tank to get this win. And it wasn't all bad stuff from the bullpen. You still had Camilo Doval go out there and get out of that inning, even though he did give up a couple hits and a walk, got a double play to get out of that inning. And Camilo, ERA sitting at 1.37. He's been very, very, very good so far this year, 20 plus appearances, and he's rock steady rolling along. And so has Robbie Ray. I mean, Robbie Ray's been so awesome this season. His ERA sitting at around 3 right now. He has one of the lowest opposing batting averages against this year in all of the National League. He is 6-0, has yet to lose a game. And he looks great right now, man. 9 strikeouts for Robbie Ray. Was getting a lot of swing and miss stuff out there. He was dominant today, but he is not going to get our player of the game. That is going to go to Jung Hoo Lee.
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
And there were a lot of Giants that we could give the player of the game from this one too. I mean, Mikey Yaz with 3 hits, 2 extra base hits in this one. Willy Adames getting his stroke back, the home run, and knocking a double to right field. He actually knocked off part of the splash hit counter, like the little scoreboard up there that tracks the splash hits. He hit the ball so hard off of it that a couple pieces of that scoreboard actually fell down onto the field of play. Corbin Carroll had to go pick it up and throw it off to the side. And we could have also gone with Christian Koss, who picked up his first career major league home run, which was a grand slam. But we're going to give it to Jung Hoo Lee because on Korean Heritage Night, a night when they're giving away Jung Hoo Lee jerseys at the front gates of Oracle Park, he delivers a shot over that right field fence, just a laser beam. And I love what I'm seeing from this guy right now. I mean, he has been slumping a little bit, but even a Jung Hoo Lee slump, it isn't too bad, man. Like, he's still floating at 288 batting average for the season. His OPS is at 805, and he's been pretty solid for the Giants so far this year. He's got 5 home runs, 27 RBIs. I mean, I really think that with a healthy Jung Hoo Lee all season long, the Giants do have a very good shot at contending this year. And they do have also probably another all-star in the making in center field. I think Jung Hoo Lee is going to be an all-star for the Giants this year. He's been, I think, their best offensive player, their most consistent offensive player, and he's phenomenal on the defensive side too. I mean, he's always, just the amount of ground he can cover out there in center field is incredible. The wheels that he has, he's just a fun guy to watch play. I love watching Jung Hoo Lee play baseball. But before we get on out of here, we got to talk to you about what you'll be talking about after this one.
This is what you'll be talking about.
And I think after this one, you're going to be talking about, does a performance like this wake the Giants offense back up? I mean, this offense has been feels like it's been on life support these last couple games. The Twin series was not very good. Last night, obviously, was not very good either. But tonight, finally, you break through, you get some runs on the scoreboard. Let's just hope that they're able to replicate this tomorrow and continue to do some damage. I mean, again, you had another right-handed pitcher on the mound tonight, starting the game for the Diamondbacks. And as we know, the Giants are very good against right-handed starters, not so much against left-handed starters. Only 2 wins all year against lefty starters for the Giants. So much better against righties than against lefties. And they delivered today. And hopefully that gets them rolling a little bit. I mean, you have one more game against this Diamondbacks team before you roll into a series against the A's. And the A's do not have a great pitching staff so far this year. I mean, they got a lot of guys that I look at their roster and I go, who the heck is that? So, I mean, hopefully the Giants are able to build on this momentum and keep swinging the stick well, because they really need to start supporting guys like Justin Verlander, who just got absolutely boned last night. And obviously Logan Webb has been continuously just a lack of run support throughout his entire career. This is a very, very good sign. And one other interesting stat that I'll leave you guys with before we get on out of here. The Giants, they had one of the lowest home runs per 9 innings rate at their at the ballpark, which is they had 0.60 home runs per 9, which at Oracle Park, which is the 3rd lowest of any team at their home ballpark in all of Major League Baseball. So the Giants, 3 home runs in this game will help that number out a little bit. And I would like to see some more bombs, man. Who doesn't want to see more bombs? So let's go for game 3. Let's get these bats rolling again. Maybe this new lineup that Bob Melvin rolled out, maybe the shakeup helped with the Giants' chemistry a little bit. We'll see if it continues to put up some runs. Hopefully it does tomorrow, and the Giants can win yet another series. It's all the time that we got for you guys today here on the Locked On Giants postcast. We'll be coming to you live tomorrow after the Giants finish up this series against the D-backs at Oracle Park. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Peace.